So I'm a big fan of the cracked Nitro Deck. I bought this myself and I actually wound up using it quite a bit. It was the first time that I ever really enjoyed using my Nintendo Switch as a handheld. I just never thought it was comfortable using the Joy-Cons and whatnot. Until I got this, I started using it all the time, and I still do. Now, there were some criticisms out there. A lot of people shared some of the same criticisms, like I think the placement of the analog stick. It didn't bother me as much, but I definitely can agree. I thought the rumble was a little weird, but overall it was a very comfortable accessory that, like I said, it was cool for me because I started using my Switch more as a handheld than I ever did before. But the company, they saw those criticisms out there, and I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them, but they took all that and they created a new version where they implemented some new stuff. So I bought this myself as well. These guys have never reached out to me, never sent me anything for purpose of review. I enjoyed the first one so much, I figured, hey, when I saw this Nitro Deck Plus coming out, it's like, I'm gonna order one of these and check it out. So that's what we're gonna do today. Give you guys some of my initial impressions, unbox this thing, and then at some point in the video, I will pause it, use it some more, and give you guys my final thoughts. So as you can see, they did change the placement of the analog stick, so that's kind of nice. It also has Hall effect sticks, remappable buttons, motion and vibration, Bluetooth. One of the biggest things, docked mode. I think that's awesome because this one, you could not plug this into your TV at all. It has an input and an output port like this one does, as you can see on the back, but it wasn't used for anything like that. It's kind of unfortunate because every time I wanted to plug it back into my TV, I'd remove it from this, plug it back into the dock. But with this, you don't have to do any of that. So I think that's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I'll put it up on screen, but yeah, these just started shipping, I guess. There is an app. I didn't mess with the app on the first one, but some people want to get the most out of it and you can use the app. Me personally, I don't really care about the app, but here we go. That is freaking awesome. They actually included an HDMI to USB-C adapter. That's what you need to plug this thing into your TV. I thought I was gonna have to go out and buy one. I actually had this one on standby just in case. I wasn't sure if this would work, as it does have HDMI, it's USB-C, but I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. So I was like, man, am I gonna have to go buy one? But it came with one. I thought you were gonna have to buy this separate. That's cool. Sweet, dude. Anything else in here? Just some documentation and a little pouch. This one did not come, I don't think they had an option like how this one came with a case, and it came with some thumbsticks, I think, and a cable. I don't think they had an option like that for the Nitro Deck Plus, but it does have this little pouch. I guess that's cool. A little, not as much protection, but dude, that looks nice. Look at that a shiny ass purple in there. I'm not sure what other colors were available, but I kind of like the transparent look, so I went with this one. Let's see, are they about the same size? That's what I want to know. Yeah, they're about the same size, it looks like. Doesn't appear form factor wise, doesn't seem like much has changed. I was kind of hoping the stand, they would change the stand, but they did not. So yeah, everything, it looks the same. Everything's in the same position, just component-wise, and features have changed. But that's cool. I'm glad I got both of them. So let's try this out. So you have to have a wired Pro controller mode enabled on your Switch in order for this to work, which I already do. Hey, it instantly paired. Did you see that? Nice. The one thing I want to check is the rumble, because I really did not like the Your Mom's Vibe rumble of this one. It wasn't a deal breaker or nothing, but it was kind of weird to me anyway. But I want to check that out. That's why I got Mario Wonder queued up, because that game you could just stand in a spot and it'll start rumbling. So we'll have to jump into that. But everything feels good. I think yeah, you can easily replace these. It did not come with any though. I guess they sell them separately. I could probably swap like the ones, I wonder if the ones that, because this came with extras, and like you see like, you know, they're different shapes. I wonder if you could just swap the ones that came with that. Yeah. Yeah, they fit on there. Like it's not like falling off or anything. So cool, if you got the thumbsticks from the previous version, you can keep them and, you know, they're interchangeable. That's nice. I'll just leave these ones on here for now. They seem fine, but let's jump into this game. I'm gonna have to check out the D-pad as well. I don't think I really had an issue with the D-pad on this. It seems like it's the same, but we'll have to check it out in like a fighting game or something. Oh, what are these buttons right here? What the hell is that? Like, I didn't notice that. There's like, okay. There's like, I'm like hitting my camera. There's buttons on the side up there. Okay, see now like, I feel like now people are gonna have a different complaint. Like I feel like as most games that I was playing, like I wasn't using the second, I still have the analog stick off. Most games that I was playing, I wasn't like using the second analog stick too often. So it felt fine with the buttons up here, but now the buttons are down here. So I gotta shift away. You can see the little vibration going on in there. I think you can change it. Yeah, see, like you hold R and plus, and then that starts blinking, and then you can increase each side by hitting plus or minus. I think there's several levels, so okay, it's still kind of like that little vibe, like yeah, vibration's not horrible, but it's not like crazy strong or anything. So far, I mean, everything feels good. I like that, you know, you could change like a lot of things, like the sensitivity of the triggers and whatnot. There's all sorts of things you could do with this, which is pretty cool, but it's really gonna be like, depending on your preference of analog and button placement. Right now, I'll be honest, I prefer the placement of this. That's just where it's at for me. I think I'm cool with like the extra features on this one. Like we're gonna have to try out that output in a second, HDMI out. But yeah, I don't really like having to hold it this way. But I mean, it's not bad. I can get used to it. I got used to using the other one. Even with games where I wasn't using these buttons as much, but you know. Just pointing out my thoughts as we're going. Oh shit. Too bad. So the stand is still the same. Rather like, you know, whatever. Kind of weird angle. I wish it wasn't as angled, but it is what it is. It's fine. No big deal. But let's go ahead and figure this out. So you plug it into the output side. On the input side, you do have to have power plugged in, I believe. So let's try that real quick. Okay, so I do have the HDMI output plugged in. And as you see, we're not outputting yet. So I'm gonna plug in my power. And I would imagine that should swap things over. Yep, just took a second. Change the input on the TV. Oh, and there we go. That is freaking sweet, and I'm glad they included the damn adapter, so that's cool. I'm using the Joy-Cons. I hate freaking Joy-Cons, man. So you know what? Now that, like, I don't ever use Joy-Cons. Like, now that I'm on that little thing that causes the controller to rumble, actually the rumble in the Cracked feels stronger than the rumble that's in this when I have it all the way turned up. So, I mean, okay, the rumble's not bad. It ain't bad. And as you see, I still have the power cable plugged in, so we do have that charging going on. So that's nice. You could, you know, charge your Switch. This thing, the CRKD Nitro Deck Plus, does not have a battery or anything, so it's not gonna like charge the Switch itself, but you can pass through with a cable and charge your Switch, so nice. So maybe Super Mario Wonder wasn't an actual good game to, you know, test the rumble, because I'm playing Ultra Street Fighter 2, and the rumble actually feels really decent in this game. So yeah, no complaints with the rumble. No complaints with the D-pad as well. I can do my dragon punches, my Hadoukens, no problem, all that good stuff. Everything reacts fine. I love that it has Hall effect sticks. These buttons on the side, they're called sidekicks. I just looked them up. They're like the back buttons where you can, you know, program them to different, you know, buttons, whatever you want to do with them type of thing. But yeah, overall, the quality is really great, really cool. You know, you got turbo, all sorts of cool features here. Everything's reprogrammable if you want. You have that HDMI output now. Awesome accessory. I did get really accustomed to the button layout of this one, so that's my only like real con is like, I actually, like where people complained about that with this one, I actually prefer it now that I'm using this one. I wish they would have made 2 versions of the, you know, Nitro Deck Plus that has the Hall effect and all these features, the HDMI output, with both orientations so you could take your pick, right? I guess I'll get used to this one. Like, I'm still glad I bought it. It's fine. It's just, you know, having to shift down to press the buttons for games like this, or games where you're not always using the analog sticks, just kind of is what it is. But yeah, it's a cool product. If you're interested, I'll put links down below. Definitely worth checking out in my opinion. I'm glad I got both of them. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.